11.1. In this lesson, we will learn how to make stem and leaf plots and histograms. The stem and leaf plot is a type of data display which organizes data based on their digits. Each data value is separated into a stem, the leading digits, and a leaf, the last digit. I will return to these vocab terms later in the lesson. Making a stem leaf plot. The data below is a list of distances of 11 jumps from the final round of women long jump competition. Use a stem and leaf plot to show the distribution of the distances. Steps. Let the stems be the hundreds and tens digits, and let the leaves be the ones digits. I'm not going to worry about the order yet. So I'm going to begin with the smallest number, which is 644. And I'm going to write my key. This tells me what the stems and leaves represent. So in this case, I separated the hundreds and the tens digits with the ones digit and drew a line in between. And this means 644 centimeters. And I'm going to look for the biggest number now, which is 702. So I know my biggest number will be 70, so in between I would just write 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Okay, and I'm going to look for the next number. There's no 65s. There happens to be a 66 and 669, and there should be another one, 662 and 676, 673, 670, 684, 686, 688, and there's one more, 701, and there's no 69. And now we need to put this in order. Again, don't forget the key, 64, with a little slat line, 4 equals cutting the stem and the leaf. So 64 is your stem, 4 is your leaf. So 644 centimeters. Okay, 64, again 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, so 644 and 6629, put it in order. 67036, 68468, and 712. And that's how we plot a stem leaf plot. And let's do one more practice. For this data 21 is the smallest number, so I'm going to set my key up. The stem will be 2, the leaf will be 1. Use the smallest number to write your key. And there's no particular name for this data. It's not measuring anything, so it's okay to just write 21. And up here you had centimeters. That's okay. So I'm not going to worry about order yet. So I know 2 will be my smallest stem, and 6 will be my largest stem. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw a line down, and then I'm going to list my leaves. 7, 9, 1, 27, 29, 21, and then 1 and 3, so there's 31, 33, and then 40, 44, 40, this should be another 40, and 46. So right now I don't care about the order. I'll worry about it later. 41, and 56, 58, and we should have another 56, 60, 62. So now, again, write down your key and then put it in order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 9, 1, 3 is already in order. 0, 0, 1, 4, 6, and 6, 6, 8, 0, 2. Okay, shouldn't be too hard. You just make sure you write your numbers neatly. Okay, making a frequency table. This is how we make a frequency table. First, you have to choose intervals of equal size for the data. So what does the word interval mean? We'll have to come back here. The frequency of an interval is just the number of data values in that interval. So for example, 6 through 8 can be considered an interval. And if there's 3 numbers that occurs 3 times, then the frequency would be 3. And the frequency table is just a display that groups data into intervals to show frequency. Frequency just means the number of times a number shows up. Okay, and I'll come back to histogram later. So by looking at the numbers, I'm just going to choose the interval of 3 numbers, so 6 through 8, and then 9 to 11. It's up to you, but just make sure it's reasonable. 12 to 14, 15 to 17, 18 to 20, 21 to 23, 24 to 26. And let's see how many numbers occur between 6 to 8, inclusive. So have 1, tally. Okay, 7, tally. And then 9 through 11, you should have, let's see, 14, 12. So this is just 1. And 12 to 14, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 to 17. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 18 to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21 to 23. 1, 1. And then you have 24, 26, 2. So let's count the number of tallies. 2, 1, 8, 10, 5, 1, 2. Okay, it's a little annoying, but this is how we organize data. And here is another set of data. Bowling scores in your last 15 games are as follows, and we want to tally this up. So let's look for the smallest number. It's 101. And I think I would like to choose an interval of 9. How about that? So we'll begin with 101 to 110, and then 111 to 120, 121 to 130, 131 to 140, 141 to 150, 151 to 160, 161 to 170, 171 to 180, 181 to 190, 191 to 200. Okay, that looks about right. And we can go ahead and start tallying. And let's see, 101, this is only 1. And 111 to 120, see how many do we have? 2. 121 to 130. See. 1, 2. Oh, 125 and 131. 1, 2. 141 to 150. 1, 2. And 151 to 160. 1, 2, 3. And there's none between 161 and 170. 171 to 180, there's 1. 181 to 190, there's none. And we have 191 through 200, we have 1. So again, 1, count it up. 3, 2, 2, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, and now I can teach you how to make a histogram. And what's a histogram? It's a bar graph that shows data from a frequency table. 1 bar, 1 interval. Okay, so I'm going to use this frequency table to draw a histogram. So I'm going to First, show the intervals from the frequency table on the horizontal axis, and then I'm going to show the frequencies on the vertical axis. So I'm going to have 6 to 8, 9 to 11, 12 to 14, 15 to 17, 18 to 20, 21 to 23, and 24 to 26. Okay, so I'm going to draw a bar graph. Oh, before I do that, I need to write the frequencies on the vertical axis. So I'm going to go by 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 to 8, I have 2 tallies. 9 to 11, I have 1 tally. 12 to 14, I have 8 tallies. 15 to 17, I have 10 tallies. 18 to 20, I have 5 tallies. 21 to 23, I have 1 tally. And 24 to 26, I have 2 tallies. Okay, so now we have a histogram, or in other words, a bar graph. And this is measuring, let's see. Never mind. Let's move on. Okay, now I'm going to draw the bar graph for the bowling scores for the second frequency table. So here it's titled as bowling scores, and I could title the vertical axis as the number of games. Again, I'm going to write in the frequencies, maybe in 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to write in my intervals. Okay, this is going to take a little time, so I'm going to be patient with me. So 101 to 110, 111 to 120, 121 to 120, 130, I'm sorry, and 131 to 140, 141 to 150, 151 to 160, 161 to 170, 171 to 180, 181 to 190, 191 to 200. Okay, so between 101 and 110, there's only one score that falls within this interval. So let's just do it this way. And for 111 to 120, we have 2 scores. 121 to 130, we have 3 scores. 131 to 140, we have 2 scores. The same goes for the next interval. And between 151 to 160, we have 3 scores. 161 to 170, we have no scores. 171 to 180, we have 1 score. And the next interval would have none. And the last interval, again, 1. And that's how you draw a histogram. Okay, let's talk about how to interpret stem and leaf plots and histograms. Here I'm just going to talk, and you don't have to write down anything. The stem and leaf plots show the prices in dollars of pairs of sneakers at two shoe stores. What can you conclude about the prices of the two stores? So if we look at the two stem and leaf plots, store A has a median price of $49. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we cut off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, the median is the middle number of the data set. Store B has more sneakers priced under $50 than Store A. So more than half the sneakers at Store B have prices in the 30 to 39 and 40 to 49 intervals. This means that the sneaker prices at Store A are more evenly distributed over all intervals, as you can tell. There's 5, 5, 5, 4 versus 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prices, and then 4 prices, not very evenly distributed. Okay? And the histogram. The histogram shows the numbers of minutes that 100 students spent on the internet in one day. Make several conclusions about the data. Almost half of the students spent less than 15 minutes on the internet. That's quite true, because there's like about a little over 40, students who spent less than 15 minutes on the internet. And of the students who spent more than 50 minutes on the internet, the majority spent from 30 to 59 minutes on the internet. So let's see, 30, so here, around this area, 30 to 50. Few of the students spend 60 minutes or more on the internet. So this point is talking about this part of the histogram. Okay, and this is how you read or interpret the histogram. And this concludes our lesson.